I recently did an interview with Naomi at the Canal and River Trust where I retold the story of my canal accident that happened on the 8th of April. It endeavours to raise safety awareness around water and particularly canals and boats. I hope it helps keep you safe. I'll put a link to that interview down below, but please consider subscribing to the Canal and River Trust and you will get their newsletters, and there's a wealth of information on there about all manner of things canal related. For now, let's start our cruise from Berkhamsted towards Banbury and see what unfolds. This is the morning of day 4. This was our mooring spot in Berkhamsted, and I'm going to be walking down to the next lock, which is first lock of the day at the rising sun. Right, he's turned on his walkie-talkie, but I haven't turned on mine. I'll see you down there. The interesting thing about this pub is that they operate music nights where if you've got an instrument or a voice you can just go along and join in, and there are various pubs up and down the country that offer this entertainment, and Peter and I were fortunate enough to participate in one such evening. It was really lovely. You meet some interesting people, see some interesting instruments and make music and share music together. What could be better than that? Years ago, Berkhamsted had their bridges newly painted. It now says the Port of Berkhamsted. This building interesting. The next thing we passed was a totem pole in Berkhamsted. Now that's something you don't see every day. It stands close to a bridge so you can see it from all angles. If ever you're passing through Berkhamsted, do look out for it, whether you're going by road, by foot or by boat. We decided we would stop at Waitrose, which is actually on the canal, and get some supplies. There's usually a 2 or a 4 hour mooring for the supermarket, and it's very handy. So Peter went off and did that once we went under the bridge and we found a mooring spot, and I just enjoyed the sunshine. We've been through Berkhamsted several times over the last 3 years. It's a lovely place to visit. The moorings are pretty good. It's filled with amenities like the station and the shops. So it has some lovely restaurants and bars. So if you are cruising through there, it is worth a stop. Here's a gate that's been swung open a little bit, and there's a paddle open too. I think this might be one that you have to leave the gates, the lock empty. Yep, please leave lock empty after use. Yes, I'll close it now. Whilst going through one of the locks, we encountered an onlooker. Only they weren't looking at us, they were looking at fish in the lock, and that's a heron. I spent quite a bit of time trying to photograph this heron or video it, hoping it would do something interesting. Well, it didn't. It just stood there looking intently into the lock for its dinner, and in the end we just had to go. So no interesting footage of the heron, but here is some that I did take. I just love watching them. We first encountered herons on our cruise on Dorothy Constance 4 years ago now, and I just like following them. Well, we were approaching Lock 10, Cowroast Lock, and I was doing the locks, Peter was cruising the boat, and we went through absolutely fine. And when we got through this particular lock, this is where disaster struck. I had a canal accident and ended up in hospital on that afternoon. I did not think that my day would end up like this, but it did. So I'm going to put a link to that video should you wish to watch it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please consider liking and sharing it and subscribing to my channel. I would like to thank all my subscribers. I hope you've enjoyed my videos so far and will look out for the future ones too. And until next week and next week's video, bye!